Hello everyone, my name is Moji. You're watching a Bitcoin Bubble News channel. The internet is about to break. It will get a crazy amount of attention, and I want to talk about that. I also want to talk about what's going on in Bitcoin and crypto today, if that's okay. If you like what you hear, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Notification that lets you see more movies like this one. There will also be a link at the bottom of the movie that will take you to Margex, a site where you can trade cryptocurrency with leverage. Yes, you should make sure you know what you're doing. Check their terms and conditions before you start. It only takes a second. You can put money down and start dealing right away. You can use a lot of different types of collateral. You can trade on the Bitcoin chart, use Solana, or use. You might want to buy XRP-USDT Bitcoin for a number of reasons. However, this gives you even more options for the assets you want to use when you trade. There's also a link to coin.w below the movie that lets you trade Bitcoin and other assets. They are giving away free meme coins as part of a big trade contest going on right now. Jungle Coin, when the time comes, I'll talk more about that and the exact token they're giving away. You can still get a piece of this $100 million Jungle airdrop though. You could now make a good amount of money from that. Bitcoin's price hasn't changed much in the last 24 hours. It's down 0.5% and Ethereum is down 1%. There are some interesting things going on though. For example, Bitwise saying that, unlike big banks, Ethereum doesn't end at 4 p.m. This is the new ad for who I think I know the guy too. This is their new ad for the ETFs that hold Ethereum. Interesting, I think some people will be able to connect with this. There are a lot of people who have tried to do business at the bank, but they didn't get there on time because they left her after work, right? Yes, I believe it will get some attention. Some people are watching as the German government dumps Bitcoin that it stole from a website that lets people watch movies online. Crypto worth $2.1 billion was taken away from the website for illegal movies. It's been a while. A few thousand have been sold here and there. I think they sold about 3,000 in the last day. The amount isn't very big at this point, but it can bring the price down a little. Of course, if they sell everything in one clip, the price will go down a fair bit. Now, let's talk about the news of the day. Right now, it's not going to break the internet, but it is pretty cool. Tyler Winklevoss wrote a post. I gave $1 million in Bitcoin to the real Donald Trump and will vote for him in November. This has nothing to do with politics, right? That's not what I think about this. I'm just telling you what some Bitcoin billionaires are doing. Tyler says that the Biden government has been openly at war with crypto for the past few years. Multiple government agencies have been used as weapons to harass and sue good people in our industry in an effort to bring down the administration. These actions have had no effect at all and have been an unprecedented abuse of power used for twisted political gain at the expense of innovation, the American taxpayer, and the American economy. It's true that the Biden administration can't do or say anything to make it look like they can't at this point. The low points are some of the following. Describes how the banking system has been used as a tool against crypto companies and their values such as choke point 2.2.0. If you remember, that was a big deal about a year and a half ago. This is how the talk goes. There's a nice bank. That's clear. That bank looks nice. You made it. It would be a shame if something happened to it since you bank with crypto people. To get a bank to not even work with these crypto companies, this is a trick. These groups are like gods over banks because they can take away their license or FDIC insurance at any time, saying they are worried about safety. The blast race has spread from crypto companies to the people who work for them. I've lost several bank accounts because I own crypto in my investment company, Winklevoss Cap. Has also been used as a tool by the Securities and Exchange Commission against cryptocurrency, and it then goes through this. I don't think I need to say anything else, but you can see a whole article on why he's voting for Trump and giving money to him. This is for Donald Trump in general. This has been seen 1.7 million times in just over 2 hours. He's not the only one who's giving to Trump. I just gave 1 million Bitcoin, or 1547 Bitcoin, to Donald Trump, says Cameron Winklevoss. We'll be voting for him in November, he adds. In short, President Trump supports Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and business. Okay, everyone can vent their anger in the comments if they want to. But we need to look at this. I mean, politics and money are linked right now, whether you like it or not. With Bitcoin, they shouldn't be, though, since no one really owns your Bitcoin. But yes, the Biden government has turned their power into a weapon right now. They got greedy with crypto companies. It was wrong that they went after them without warning, and some judges made fun of them in court for abusing their power. Now they're saying, maybe we'll accept Bitcoin. Okay, whether you're a Democrat or not, you need to look behind the scenes to see that they're just saying this. In the crypto space, they are not good people. This is something that some people will probably give to the Biden government if they start taking crypto. But I'm not sure if it's really hard. It's really hard for me to give up my hard-earned Bitcoin, even if I was voting one way. If I'm going to vote Democratic, I'm not even going to say. To someone who takes advantage of businesses that deal with Bitcoin not letting people buy in Bitcoin. I'm not sure if it's hard or not. It's tough to watch. But yeah, I thought it was cool that they were coming out. Keep in mind that the Winklevoss twins are very rich and very young right now. I think they're 43 or 43 years old. At one point, each of them has about 70,000 Bitcoin. Their purchase of 1% of all Bitcoin means that they now own about 70,000 Bitcoin, which, if I do the math right, is approximately $500 million.00. Yes, let's do 70,000 times 70,000. Also, remember that they own other businesses. They're going to say, sorry. I'm sorry, not 490 million, 4.9 billion. All right, so each of them is worth about $5 billion, and that doesn't include their businesses and other interests. They're 43 years old, so they'll be here for a long time unless they quit and never want to work again. Which doesn't seem like their style, but they'll have a big impact for a long time. If you support Bitcoin, you'll probably get along well with them. There are other people besides Trump and Biden who talk about Bitcoin. As president, Robert Kennedy Jr. says he will free Ross Ulbricht, the founder of the Silk Road, if he wins. Ulbricht has been in jail for too long. Someone else running for president will use this as an argument for why people should vote for them, right? That person is also in favor of crypto and Bitcoin. Now that we're talking about this, I think both Robert Kennedy and Trump will be at Bitcoin 2024. Below the movie is a link that will give you 10% off if you want to use it. You can get 10% off with that code, and you can get an extra 21% off if you pay in Bitcoin. I think it's cool that they do that, since they could just take USD. Change it to Bitcoin, but no, they'll give you an extra 21% off. There are links to that below the video, but what's going to break the internet? We just had a conversation with Donald Trump on the All In Show. This is one of the most popular podcasts in the world, and it already has 200,000 views. Tweets, I have no idea. I'm going to check YouTube to see if it's already there. I think this will get them more views than anything else. In the first 51 minutes, 22,000 people have watched it. I think this will get 1.5 to 2 times as many views as their usual videos. I think it will get millions and millions of views, and it's about the government debt. The foreign policy abortion for foreign policy COVID many things. It's going to be fun. A lot of people are going to have strong opinions about this. I looked into Bitcoin to see what I could find. They might talk about it. Go to the federal debt. Trump does think that we can get out of the federal debt. I haven't watched the whole thing yet. So let's say they don't plan to cut back on spending and instead try to grow. That will be great for Bitcoin. The people who own Bitcoin will be very lucky because there will be a lot of it. There will be a lot of money, right? Okay, so this is what will happen if Donald Trump wins the election and if he does what he says he will do or deals with the national debt the way he says he will. Tell me what you think about all of this below the video. Tell me, how do you feel about crypto right now? Thanks a lot. Thanks for that. I'll see you in the next one. In 2024, Bitcoin. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.